we should be live. Here's the link.
Right. Oh, cool. Let me pull this up.
Yeah.
Did you put the clown in the thumbnail?
Yeah, that's like the best image I could find on Google of like you, like
Nice.
your whole body. Yeah.
Nice. It's funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That video, man.
Yeah, it was a good video.
I'm proud of it. It's our greatest work.
Yeah,
The boys and I.
for sure. I guess we can get started with the questions.
Okay.
So when did you start YouTube, Cole?
I started YouTube, I believe, May 12th, 2012. Or May 7th, 2012. Is it May?
Well, actually, to stop you there, could you check the audio for me, please? I want to make sure it's fine. Yeah.
Right here.
'Cause some people say sometimes people are too quiet or too loud.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm listening to it.
Yeah, all right.
So my audio is a little bit quieter than yours.
Okay. Can turn you up a bit. How's that?
Let me see. Give it a second. It's alright, maybe like a little bit louder and then you should be good.
Alrighty.
A little closer to my mic as well. Should be fine.
I think that should be fine now. Have a look for me, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's alright.
Alright, awesome. Like you were saying, you can continue.
Okay, so yeah, I believe I joined, it was in May of 2012. Actually, I remember my cousins and I, we watched a bunch of Lego stop motion back in the day, and my cousin had a channel that he made probably about a year before, and I remember, I believe I signed up in the living room with my cousins that day because we started making little videos. Good times.
Okay, so you got started off with your cousin, you said? Oh, okay.
Well, like we all made channels, so we were all hanging out, and we decided to all make our channels together. So we signed up in May in my living room.
Right, gotcha. I started back in 2013 making Minecraft Let's Plays.
That's where I went next. I had a couple Lego videos, and then I was making Minecraft.
Yeah, like I had an interview earlier where the guy said that everyone has their Minecraft phase on YouTube, and it's so true. Like everyone does Minecraft at some point.
It's incredible. It's like it's part of the progression.
I know, it's like part of the evolution, like
the evolution, like the steps towards. Yeah.
Yeah, to being like a semi-decent content creator. Yeah.
Yeah, man. The good old days. Yeah, I remember I discovered it because I did, what was it? I was at school, and I had always watched Minecraft Let's Plays. Some of the first YouTube videos I saw were Tobuscus and his Minecraft Let's Play when he did the Aether.
Yeah.
My favorite thing as a kid. That mod will always have a special place in my heart. And I remember I watched him a lot, and I wanted to record it, but I didn't know how. And it was like 2013. I believe I was in summer school before my freshman year started, and I discovered that record screen app, and I remember I FaceTimed my brother right from the hallway, and I was like, "Yo, we can record our screens. We can make Minecraft videos now." And let's see, I was 14, so he was about 9. Yeah, so that was funny.
I see. Yeah. So why'd you start YouTube, Cole?
I started YouTube because I wanted to make. I really just wanted to make content. I wanted to make people laugh, and I wanted to be entertaining. A lot of the big guys I watched at the times, but my favorite guy was this guy called Fancy Pants, who did Lego stop motion, and that's what I got started off wanting to do, was do like Lego stop motion films. And then I got into Minecraft, and I decided I wanted to make gaming videos, and now I'm doing comedy. It's always been to entertain.
Right. I haven't heard of that guy. Fancy Pants, you said?
Yeah.
I've actually never heard of him. Have you heard of Forest Fire 101?
I haven't.
Really? Hmm. He made Lego stop motion animations that were like very popular. He made Lego Batman stop
Uh,
motion animations. Yeah.
did you ever watch ABCD 123 Toast?
I don't know that guy either actually.
They did this series called Battle of Naboo. I remember it was like it was the coolest thing because it was in parts, but like the kids, they all kind of moved away and they grew up, so like their uploads started spacing out. And I remember like Battle of Naboo Part 1 came out in like 2010, and then Part 2 came out in like 2013, and Part 3 still hasn't happened.
I see. Yeah, I found Fancy Pants YouTube channel. They haven't uploaded in 10 months.
Yeah, he used to do a lot of his stuff was tutorials, so I would watch that to see what was going on.
Who did you say the other guy was? ABCD
123 Toast.
123 Toast. Oh, okay, that's probably why I didn't know him, because he had 11K. Oh. Or he has 11K, I mean. He hasn't uploaded in a year.
They were pretty small, but they had a massive community behind them. Like there were hundreds of comments, as far as I remember.
Yeah, yeah, but I never saw them. I only saw Forest Fire 101, and recently I've seen a guy named either Aubrey or Audrey Studios. He also makes Lego Batman stop motion animations.
Tight.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've looked back at that. I have. It's funny because like I made all these stop motions before I knew like that I could upload them to YouTube. I made them like on our family iPad, and they're still like backed up in my photos. They've never been posted anywhere. There's like 10 of them.
Oh, I see. Got you. So how many channels have you had before the one you have now?
None. This is my first and pretty much only channel. I've got like my second channel because of Google Plus. Google Plus split it up, and then there was like one other one called Cab Films that my brother and I made, and it was Cole and Blake. And then we were gonna make skits, and it never really happened. But that's like the only other channel I've ever had.
Gotcha. So what's your favorite video you've made, Cole?
That is a tough one. That is a tough one because I have a lot of favorites. I think currently my favorite is the How It Should Have Happened.
Oh, yeah.
That was aside from its success, that was actually a really fun one because like for the longest time, especially getting into like 2015 when I quit Minecraft, I wanted to transition into sketch comedy or like parodies or something like that. And a big channel for me was Syndigo, who used to do stuff with Markiplier.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I loved Syndigo, and when Daniel died, that was right around when I discovered them, unfortunately. But going through their stuff, it was just like, I wish I'd been around for a bigger part of their growth because they were great. And so it's always when I get a chance to dress up with my friends and set a camera up and actually shoot a parody or a sketch, I have a great time, and I love doing it. The makeup was the most fun part because it took time. You know, we put time into setting it up and setting the set and picking a place, and it was just I love it.
Right. Yeah, you love the whole creative process behind it.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Right.
blast.
What would you say is your least favorite video you've made, though?
Oof. That's a hard one because I try to make all my videos my babies. I guess I would say my least favorite video. Ugh. I'm like looking through right now because I can't even think of one that I've really disliked. I guess I'd have to say my recent one, the Twitter politics one, because I got a lot of comments and feedback saying it was basically more or less a Filthy Frank clone, and I can see that. I was trying to get closer to his formula, I guess, and it wasn't as much my style as it was his, and I kind of wish I'd done that more my way, I guess.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about the It meme that you made.
Okay.
I think I saw it on the first day it came out, actually, because I've been following you for a while since Will Erotic. I think
Yes.
he shouted you out in the video, and I checked you out and I liked you, so I dropped you a sub.
Thanks, man. I love Will.
Yeah, no problem. And you know, on the first day, I think it was like relatively stable, but then I checked a few days later and I was like, holy shit, wow, like, boom,
Yeah.
you know,
Are
like
you talking about? Are you talking about the like the whole sketch, or just like the clip at the end? The penis enlargement pills meme.
the one you put on Twitter, the one you put on
Right,
Twitter.
right. So
Yeah.
what happened with that was originally it was never intended to be like real. I think that was the biggest thing that people ripped on it for. Like PewDiePie wrecked it. He just destroyed it when he reacted to it. But like the whole thing was when we were shooting. It goes back a little farther than that. There's Juan, you know, my buddy who played Georgie. He's in a lot of my
Georgie.
videos.
Mm-hmm.
He for the longest time had the most terrible phone. It was just trash, and he never was able to take Snapchats. And we take a lot of Snapchats, my friends and I. And so I recommended that he get the phone I had at the time, the Nexus 6P, which took a lot better Snapchats. And so ever since he got that, that's all he does. He's just taking videos all the time. And so while me and my buddy Arshia are setting the camera up, you know, I'm saying, hey, how does this look? Is this a good angle? You know, Juan decides to take a Snapchat where he steps over and he goes, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, down in there, and I saw him Snapchatting, and I was like, okay, what is something completely random I could say? And so I was like, oh, I was thinking of spam emails. So I was like, oh, dude, you want penis enlargement pills? He just started laughing so hard. And I had him send it to me so I could put it up on Twitter, because my thought process was that I haven't said anything about this video. So posting this clip, then people will be like, oh my gosh, what is Cole working on now? You know, Cole, he's dressed in makeup, he's in a sewer. And I checked, like, we went out to eat, and after dinner it already had like 500 retweets, and I was like, oh my god. And it just kept going from there.
How did you think it got so viral?
I think it was just because it was so random. Like, it was just out of nowhere. Like, when you see a, you know, guy dressed as the It Clown in a sewer, and then he's like, do you want penis enlargement pills? Like, that doesn't go at all. That's just weird.
Yeah.
So I think that was, it was like shock value. Like, people did not expect me to say that, and that's why it was so entertaining, I guess. That's what a lot of people said too, is that they weren't expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting something comedic, right? I wasn't expecting something like spooky, but you know, the line "you want penis enlargement pills," I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah,
So
it
do
was
you
like the first thing that popped into my head. And then, like, I remember we were driving back, because we did this on San Antonio visiting our friend Arshia, who was mostly behind the camera, but like I've known this guy since kindergarten. And so we're like coming back from visiting him, and we're just on the freeway. Juan pulls up, and he looks it up on YouTube, and it's just like re-uploads all the way down, just one day into it, and we just started dying. We were laughing so hard.
People downloading your Twitter video and putting it up on YouTube. Like how many would you say?
Within the first day, there was probably about one page of it.
Oh my god.
And then now it's just all over. And the funny thing is, like, there are people like remaking it already. Like, we found a clip of a guy who runs into his like brother's room, and he's like, "Do you want penis enlargement pills?" And we were just crying. It was the funniest thing that like this stupid little Snapchat that we didn't even think was that funny just took off.
Right.
And it was just incredible.
Now, I'm sure this is a question many people have. Now, how the hell did you get into the sewer? Like, that looks so uncomfortable.
Right. So, I'm a slippery guy. But really, what happened was we were touring my friend's campus. Mm-hmm. Like, we never intended to shoot the video there. Like, I brought all of the clown stuff because I thought, hey, what if we did it with Arshia? That might be fun. And so while we're exploring the campus, we get over to this parking lot where pretty much everything's under construction. And if you look at the video, you can see, like, in the background, there's all this fencing up because they were tearing up, like, the old football field or something like that. Mm-hmm. And Arshia's like, hey, let's turn around. You know, this is all under construction. And I see this corner where there's a drain, and it's just, like the light shining down from, like, heaven on it. And I'm like, yo, this is the spot. We got to do this. And we go check it out, and, like, the lid just lifted off. So there was, like, it was like a corner. So we were able to climb down the ladder into it, walk around the corner, and then there was the drain.
I see.
Yeah, like, we sent Juan in first to make sure it was safe.
Didn't that, like, hurt, like, standing in there? Or no?
It kind of, my back kind of hurt because it wasn't very tall. I hit my head at least once. Like I had to kind of hunch over, which was hard. Like at the part where I had to stand straight up, because if
Right.
I came up too fast, I was going to hit my head on the ceiling. But we shot that part probably about 10 times. Like I just kept doing it until like the last one we got perfect.
And then I assume you got out the way you came in?
Yeah, I just climbed up the ladder and lifted myself out.
I see.
Smelled horrible down there.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sure it
It's disgusting.
probably smelled terrible, yeah.
Oh, it was great though.
Like, was there like any like sewage in there or anything like that?
Nah, just like some dirt and leaves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And it was
okay.
like there was a nest, like a dirt dauber nest. So they're harmless. They don't sting or bite. But Juan thought it was hornets, and he like freaked out for a second.
Have you actually seen the It movie?
Oh yeah. I saw it probably 10 times.
What did you think of it?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I'm too much of a pussy to watch horror movies, to be honest.
Yes, that's the thing. I think a lot of people also went into it thinking it was going to be a horror movie like it used to be, but it was really more of a thriller. Like there were scary parts, but most of it was just like delegated to jump scares. So the rest of it was kind of some suspense and then a lot of comedy.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I'd say more than anything it was like a comedy thriller than a horror film, you know?
Oh, okay, because, like, isn't it, like, tagged as a horror film, though?
I think they tagged it in the horror genre, I think, just because the concept of it, and also Stephen King's book was a horror. So I think, like, the overall story is a horror, but the movie was made in more of a comedic thriller kind of style, which I think did it a lot of justice.
I've never read the book either.
Don't.
I've heard there's, like, an orgy scene in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't sound too amusing.
Yeah. It's not. I think you should just stick with the movie. It's a lot better.
Yeah. Are you ever going to make an upload schedule call?
No. Probably never. If I'm being brutally honest. I just kind of prefer to do videos when I feel like it. I tried for a bit. I used to upload like every 10 days, and it was cool and all, but that was also when things were a little bit less busy than they are now. I have a lot of stuff that I do outside of videos. I'm going to school right now, and I hang out with my friends a lot and stuff like that, and so I kind of just do videos when I feel like it.
Right.
I feel like they're better, because if I try to make them consistently, then I feel like I'll end up rushing the better half of them, and then it just wouldn't be very good.
Right. Would you like YouTube to be your job one day?
I think everybody kind of would. I look at it more like I like to kind of fund my YouTube stuff with the extra revenue that it pulls in. For the longest time, I didn't even have ad revenue on because I don't necessarily want it to be my job. I like the idea of being able to sustain myself off of this, but at the same time, I don't want it to turn into the kind of thing where I have to desperately upload and try and grasp at, views and relevance to, keep my life funded. Because it as the last couple of years have shown, it's incredibly volatile. And like now I think more than ever, it's not what I would consider a sustainable, occupation.
Right.
Just with the whole ad revenue stuff.
Yeah, it really isn't. It's a very unstable job nowadays. Mm-hmm. Not even because you have to worry about relevancy anymore. It's like the matter of so many videos getting demonetized.
Yeah, it's a disaster. Ironically, the only video I've had that didn't get demonetized was the Susan Wojcicki video I uploaded a week ago.
Oh yeah.
About Rewind. Like, ironically, that one didn't get hit with the demonetization, even though it had Rewind and Susan in the title. I was expecting that video to just disappear.
That's kind of funny because, like, I know YouTube tends to, like, be more strict towards videos that criticize them or the rewind or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Last question I've got written down here, Cole.
All right.
Do you have any particular plans or goals for 2018?
For 2018, I would like to hit 10K, I think. I'd like to at least hit another big milestone and get farther. I'm trying to get back into uploading, I guess. I really want to start getting close to 1,000 views per video. I'd like to be able to, be that consistent because I want people to see it.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool where I'm at right now. I have a lot of people that are very active and comment frequently, and it's great. I love it. I love my audience, everything.
Right.
But I really want to expand that audience. I want to find out some way. I'm trying to make some more stuff trend. I think that's where it's at. Is that's kind of how it's always been on the internet. It's pushing trends. So I'm trying to figure out what things I can do to, I guess, essentially blow people's minds. Come out of nowhere and be like, "Ooh, cool," stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. That's what I feel like. So many people don't understand that. Like, how many people say, "Oh, you're just doing it for the views." Like, well, yes, obviously we want views. Like,
well, essentially anything people do on the internet is for views. The question more so is, why do you want those views, or like what are they? What's the whole, I guess, motivation to get views? Is do you want people to see your content, or just want to make money?
Exactly. Yeah, I'd say that's like a better question than just, oh, you're doing it for the views.
Yeah, because honestly, I really don't care. I had monetization off for the longest time just because, I don't want this to be my job. I'd rather just make videos. But then they started doing the whole monetization thing where now your stuff gets suppressed. So I've had to turn monetization on so that they can approve it. It's just, it's a mess. I mean, it's great. It's a little extra cash, but I'd really just like people to see my stuff. Then you've got these other people, who upload a lot of stuff just to get views and make money. I mean, it's clear. And it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does. I find it dumb that now you have to get 10,000 views to monetize your videos, like 10,000 views in total.
I think it should be a lot higher, personally.
Really? How come?
Yeah. I mean, the way I look at it is, I don't know, this is a rather unpopular opinion because I've voiced it before, and a couple of my friends have been like, what the hell is wrong with you? But I really think that YouTube's biggest problem is the whole monetization thing. I mean, back in the day, like I kind of wish I was a little bit older and I'd been around for those days where you really could just upload whatever you wanted and you'd find an audience. Now it's just so shrouded by monetization and getting your videos approved and everything's suppressed, and YouTube promotes the people that make it the most money. I think it should always have been like an apply to monetize thing. Like the minute that they opened that to everybody was like the beginning of the end. Because back in the day, you had to apply for partner status, all that. Now it's just like you verify a phone number and you can monetize. And
yeah.
I mean, obviously now, it can't go back to the way it was now that it's been opened up. But like, I feel like it should have always been something you had to apply for. There should have been levels. You should have a certain amount of subscribers, a certain amount of views and stuff like that, because it just establishes that you're actually here to make videos and entertain people, because there's people who, back in the day when you couldn't make money, the people that were consistently uploading and sticking with it cared. They made product, they made content and they had an audience and they catered to people, they entertained. Now it's like, people join, they can monetize off the bat, so all they have to do is clickbait and hopefully they'll, people will take it and then they'll get views. That's
right.
how I genuinely think it is.
Right, yeah, but I think the only thing you need is 10K views and then you can monetize your videos nowadays.
Well, yeah, which is ridiculous because, like, you can upload a song with lyrics, and you'll get 10,000 views on that right away.
Yeah.
And then boom, you're good to go. I think there should have been there should really be like a higher limit or like a subscriber limit or something, because, I mean, a channel with, a channel who joins, right? Mm-hmm. They can turn monetization on automatically and start clickbaiting or re-upload people's content, something like that, and boom, they're making revenue. Versus, let's say you had to have, 1,000 subscribers to monetize. Well, you have to stick around a little bit longer. You have to actually make content and cater to something, because you can post, repost people's like songs or content or something. But views and subscribers are relatively different in how they come in. You'd have to be a lot more committed, I think, to hit 1,000 subs than just re-uploading people's content.
Well, I think they actually check, like, whether you re-upload people's content or, like, if you're doing a scam or something like that. I think they actually check that.
Right, I mean, you know what I mean. And at the same time, it's also, like, just clickbaiting and going for stuff like that. I mean, because, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
it takes a little bit more commitment, I think, to stick around longer. And I think if they had a higher, requirement for views, then it would weed out a lot of the people that just, came here to make money.
What do you think would be a good requirement?
I think you should have 1,000 subscribers, or somewhere close, maybe a couple hundred. Because a lot of the accounts I see that, post videos that go viral, sometimes, I'm not like consistent uploaders, but they always have a couple hundred subscribers, something like that. I think there should be a high enough limit that you have to come in and you have to create an audience and you have to have an identity and stuff. You have to prove that you're here to make videos than just make money.
Right.
Yeah. Even if that meant like that I couldn't monetize, I wouldn't mind, as long as, because also, if all these ISIS people, were uploading stuff, that's what caused the first adpocalypse, were like the ISIS recruitment videos and the overly offensive stuff, and they often like nobody ever sees that stuff. Like, I've never seen a single one of those videos.
Neither
they're
have
there,
I.
but they had to go searching for them to write articles on them, and like channels like that, like they could monetize even though they had like very little following. They could still monetize, and that's what people got onto them. I think in a world where you had to be committed to it or have a higher count, then those videos wouldn't be monetized, and that wouldn't have been a problem.
Right. Yeah. I thought the apocalypse happened when PewDiePie made those Jewish Nazi jokes and stuff.
Well, it started with that, and people wrote about him and all that. But he lost his business deals, and that was pretty much it. The second, wave of articles that came in after that was people started realizing, hey, there's more bad stuff, and they started talking about all of these videos. That's why YouTube had the whole advertiser thing. The advertisers didn't just leave because of PewDiePie. They left because they found all this other content that their stuff was attached to. PewDiePie was like the catalyst, though. He set it off.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it off on.
Swell. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming on, Cole.
It's all good.
All right. I will link you the VOD when it's out.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
All right. I'll end the stream. See you next one.
All right.
Take
Take
care.
it easy,
Goodbye.
man.
You